Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Driven Wyld. Today we are talking about Uber Eats has lost it. So recently I got an email from one of my subscribers. Stepping to the AM, thank you so much for emailing me about this and making this video possible. This person has been a subscriber for a while and apparently is having some issues with Uber Eats at the moment. So with that said, I want to go over everything that's being said in this email, how it actually is for Uber Eats drivers as well as the platform itself and everything in between. So with that said, let's get started. Hey man, love your content. I was wondering if you had a problem with Uber Eats lately. Their offers are laughable. I just wanted to give you some examples I came across the past 2 nights. All right, first one we got here is a $2.75 order for 6.6 miles from a Wendy's to Burlington. Yikes. It gets better. $3.16 going 10 miles from Bojangles to Membane. Yikes, man. It really is getting worse and worse. Wait for it. $6.41. 16.5 miles total. And this is going from Chick-fil-A to Burlington. It's like the ratio just keeps getting worse and worse. And for the best one. Oh, this one's a stacked order for $16.56, going 32.5 miles from It's All Good Southern Kitchen to Greensboro. Woof. But you know, here's the thing. The first couple of months of the year specifically are particularly bad for food delivery apps and gig apps in general. And this is all coming from an economy that is naturally kind of yikes at the moment. But here we are. It's supposed to get better when the tax returns start coming in. Things are starting to pick up around here. Even with snowbird season, it's a little slow, which is a little surprising with snowbird season. You would think with the higher population, there'd be more opportunity and more orders. There is, but there isn't, because you get a lot of these orders too, and a lot of old-fashioned people that still think tipping in cash is perfectly okay. But then there's also people that tip on the app anyway, and there's just not enough of that to go around because the economy is kind of trash right now. I have no idea what they are thinking, but Uber Eats isn't going to be around much longer with offers like this. Just wondering if you're getting the same thing with this, because I turn on Uber Eats for comedic purposes only here recently. I'm stepping to the AM 281 on YouTube. I'm a subscriber. Thanks again for your info to the gig economy world. Take care, my man. So to be clear, yes, I have seen a lot of that too. The first few months, again, a little slow, but it's been picking up recently. I feel like for me, as my personal experience with Uber Eats, I get a streak of like good order after good order after good order after good order, and then it dies out again, and then it comes back, and then it dies out again. But that's how it is for a lot of food delivery apps and just gig apps in general. You get a good streak going. Let's say Deliver That. It's like you cannot miss with Deliver That some weeks, and then some weeks you can barely get an order before somebody else does. Veho, same thing. Sometimes you get really good customers with really good ratings and you're consistently getting routes with no problems. And then for some reason, other people keep getting the routes before you. Uber Eats, same thing. Grubhub, same thing. Instacart. Have you noticed that the same days you get Instacart orders is where a couple of different good Instacart orders come in? Like, that's how it is for me out here. Like, sometimes I'll get a liquor order and then I get another liquor order and then another really good order and then another really good order, and then I won't get another decent order for a few weeks. And it's funny because these apps don't want to make you busy, they want to keep you busy. So when you have it, and you keep going with it. And then when it dies out, what happens? Your work is suddenly slower. I wish that they were a little bit more consistent across the board, and some markets truly are that way, but at the same time, you gotta work with what you get sometimes. And especially during the first 3 months of the year in all food delivery apps, they're a little slow. To be clear, that is my full take on this. There's not a whole lot else to say about a bunch of bad orders. Like, what else is new with gig work, right? If you guys also want to email me about a story or something else you'd like me to talk about, my email is drivenwyld@gmail.com. Feel free to email me, and who knows, maybe you'll get a shout out in a video as well. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. As always, make sure to hit the like button, subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.